Hello, hello. Okay, let us see here. Where is my playlist? I don't really have a playlist per se, but in any case, I will just put something on in the background because why not? I'll save that to my watch later because that seems interesting. We'll be starting in a little bit. All right. Well, you know what? Sanctuary OS. It's perfect. I like. It's a album I like. I like this QK's music. However you pronounce it. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Just turning my volume down slightly, and I think we're good. Studio mode. Stream. Okay. Okay. Put on the art. Put on the art glove because yeah. Okay. Sea cleaner could kindly piss off. Or not. I have the stuff from last stream saved because I'm the kind of person that does that. I'm just wondering what to draw. I think I know who I want to draw today. This one, make sure pen pressure is working. Good. Of course, I want to try and have stuff be similar resolution, I guess. That is surprisingly optimized. What the heck? 133 compared to 1225, and it's colorable. Sorry, there was something I was looking at in another server. Okay, who to draw today? I think I might do like another EOSD character. I might actually. No. I know who I want to do, and it requires me to change the music. So never mind about Sanctuary OS. That will be for another time. Actually, I'm not sure. um. I'll put on the extended version. I'm just trying to I think I might do. Oh, I am honest. I am not sure in the slightest. This is the problem. This is why I always go to people. This is why I put requests specifically in the title. So I might actually shuffle around the stream name. Always good to experiment. Always good to experiment. I am opening up my hoodie, so at least I'm not melting, despite it being actually like winter right now. Uh, I might, I might actually try drawing Wriggle, maybe. I want the rendition on the, yeah, Wriggle Night Bug. Alright. Surprisingly, this character actually is pretty. I'm not entirely like simplistically designed, but yeah. If anything, I think I might try and have like attempt drawing each character, like a character from each game in order, like one of each, and then go back and do another one, and so on and so forth. Though all the games tend to be varied with their character count. They usually have about, I want to say, at most 7 if each stage has a unique boss character and no repeats. Cough, cough, like so 20. I want to say, I think it was. Which game was it 13 that was 10 Desires? Because I know, yeah, 10 Desires was Touhou 13, because 14 was Double Dealing, 15 was Legacy of Lunatic, and anything afterwards is, you know. And then before, and then 12 was UFO, so by process of elimination, 10 Desires was 13. This is just how I think. Oh, if I do that, I can't. I'm turning down the music on my side because I can't hear myself think. Alright, you know what? Let's just start. I swear to God, the bitrate drops. I'm going to have a. I do. It happened the previous 2 times, so yeah. I'm gonna pull up. You know, I'll open the previous stream stuff because I need a. I want to at least have the characters be of similar, I guess, height. Because I'm very inconsistent with my drawings. Actually, I think it's better if I just have the separate. I'm indecisive. Anyways, rig. Oh, that one actually kind of hurt. Oh, damn. That's actually an easy way to do this. Boop. Local file. Boop. There we go. God, that is a small. That is a 221 by 416. I mean, it's a games sprite, so you can't exactly blame. You can't exactly blame. Is that the? This is the. No, this is the actual end game. That's the end game art portrait. Okay. I apologize for my ramblings. I mean, bugs have compound eyes, which are hexagons, so why not go with the just the, yeah, that's more than I Rigo's definitely like a character that would not have like long lashes. They would actually be probably very short. Oh, hello. I'm drawing Rigo. That wasn't too. Yeah. Also, hello, non-peak animator, and oh no, it's Q. How we doing on this fine evening? In my case, it's only 5, but at the same time, it's. I'm doing good. Today's been a bit boring, but outside of that. Honestly, when it comes to honestly, when it comes to a character like Reigo, the first thing that comes to mind is Reimu Awesome Holiday, Reimu's Awesome Holiday Reigo. So I guess shoutouts to that. How would the hairline actually look? I don't quite. Okay, yeah, I see. And it's like a sort of. Actually, no, I don't think. Okay. Of course, all the Touhou characters will be drawn in as if they were residents of Maderian, my world building project, is a good way to both draw characters I like and also expand on world building and whatnot. I'm going to redraw those antennae when I do the cleanup layer, when I do the first cleanup layer. Inventory. What is that? Just out of genuine curiosity. The character I'm currently drawing and the previous character I've drawn have been characters that I'll let the playlist just kind of continue playing. Ironically, despite my typical preference in art style, the characters that I've chosen are pretty much the opposite of what I usually draw. Because if I was going with my choice of art style and anatomical preference, I'd probably be doing characters like Kaneko or Yukari. Oh, I see, okay. Of course, these are not full renders. These are more so just clean line art sketches. If I choose to have a character be properly rendered, so be it. Actually, yeah. Actually, how would that try? How would that? Cause looking at my previous, look at the art I did, sketch I did of Flan alongside the any other of the other outfits and whatnot. I think I have a general idea of what I want to go with for Wriggle. Because, well, she is a Firefly yokai, so probably something to do with lights and whatnot. Like a very, I guess, LED design. Actually, that gives me like the perfect idea what to do with the light to do with the leggings. Okay. Night bug, yeah. 7-2 light up the night. I'm drawing Touhou characters. I'm making an Ultra Kill reference, such as light. Also, yeah, I guess I could implement like, I mean, I guess I could also implement some night-related design. I mean, she originates from a game called Imperishable Nights, so, go fucking figure. I might actually... Rigo is definitely a much shorter character, I would say. Not, like, short. Like, definitely... She gives the energy of a short person. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Visible confusion has occurred. Right. Yeah, Then you look at a character like, what's her... What's her name? God damn it, I can't remember. Uh... Hold on. Can't remember for the life of me. Where is... Momoyo. Momoyo is definitely not, like, despite being based off of centipede. Nah, these are like, she's more like based off like mythical giant centipedes or whatever. So, not like. I'm thinking like there would be lights here, like in this sort of, because aren't the the advents of Firefly sort of like this or something? So in my head, it would make sense to have a pattern that's like that's very reminiscent of that. This is just that's my thought process. Actually, I need to pull up like an image of a Firefly because I want to implement more Firefly like designs. No, not Adobe Firefly. I just want the little critter. If I join the Discord, I mean, you're free to. There's nothing I have like. What the fuck? I swear I did. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, the server's usually quiet, so, the server's more like PA orientated, but, yeah. PA being a, game I play. Firefly image I need to pull up. Or just have on the side on my, other... Oh, that's okay. Yep, actually, actually, let me check. Okay, I'm gonna quickly pause this because I need a second to actually like think for a quick second, just to kind of let my thoughts process and whatnot. Uh, yeah. Hold on. Okay. Putting music back on. Actually, I think maybe it might be better to have like just the I don't know, the OST, the full ass OST running in the background. Let's go. We're gonna start off at 1 because why? Why not? Sure as hell, I mean, I'm not monetized or anything, but I ain't sure as hell ain't gonna be earning money if I was. Actually, no. We're going to start off with. We're gonna start with. Yeah, hold on. Scrolling. Definitely not gonna start with 1. We're instead going to skip to. What? So that's 7.5. Where is 8? There's 8. Okay. Oh, just this slight detour. Pulling up an image. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think with any of my characters that are based on invertebrates, insects, arthropods, so arachnids, stuff like that, I feel like they would all like one common trait they would have is have these like, I guess on the corners of the corners of the face it would have these, I guess I wouldn't say protrusions, but if you look on my PNG tuber, you'll see like you'll see like two Fang-like designs. Did my tuber seriously just stop the moment I opened the application? Okay, good. Oh, okay. I gotta keep it tabbed in, otherwise it's going to just decide to unequivocally stop functioning. I need water. That's better. I need to relax the shoulders more. Oh, thanks for joining the serve. Hold on, let me send it Nazim. Oh, do I not have a? I don't have a dedicated. I mean, a lot of the community was formed around either PA or Rain World, but I mean, community is an overstatement. It's more just a small group. It's more just a small public group of friends. Anyways, back to Nightbug. Now, did I do? I did do full. I did do like typical four-fingered. Hands have got to be the most miserable thing. Have got to be the best thing to exist, but also the worst thing to draw. They are they are a double-edged sword. You want to be an artist? Get good at drawing hands, fucko. I mean, not everyone focuses on drawing characters. Some focus on more like environments. So depending on the case or not, it's honestly at the end of the day like a preference, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes if I'm tapped into Discord, I'll accidentally and I forget to tap it back into Krita. I will sometimes press my eraser tool if I'm planning on to erase something, and then accidentally type E into the text box. It has happened way too many. It has happened more times than I can honestly count. Rain World. Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say it's like a goofy survival game. It's definitely more than just like WoW and whatnot. It's honestly, it's probably my favorite game for the fact that it has such an intricate unique ecosystem, if you will. It's a virtual ecosystem that is also your gameplay environment. So online or what the fuck? This feels like gaslighting. Alright, anyways, sidetracks aside. Thank you, the hard geography. Also, hello. I kind of want to do a slight repose, like instead of being this kind of no thoughts stance. I'm gonna repose rig to be a bit more. Oh, hold on. We don't. Do they know? I don't think. I don't think they. I don't think they know. I'm gonna be real. This is. I've also one of the few who thought, because there's no. It's not like you look at this and it's a very. I want to say Regal has very tomboy energy. And you can't tell me otherwise. So just short tomboy energy. I'm serious. I'm trying to think of like if there's any other characters in the Touhou project that share the same energy. I don't know. Quick stretch. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do I'm very much gonna do a entire repose because I'm sort of basing this more on the on Awesome Holiday Regal, but I haven't actually. Wait, let me do a quick read up. Give me a second. Entirely fine. Entirely fine. Personality. Alright, let me pull up this. Not entirely actually. There's actually like, as far as I'm concerned, one character that is canonically male, and that's Renosuke. I think they're part of the books. So, yeah. It's not real. It's not like there isn't just the games. There's books. There's there's spin-offs. There's actual manga. I need to actually look into reading some of the manga eventually. Yeah. But yeah, it's mostly girls. Right, I said I would do a complete repose, including the head. I'm thinking of something a bit more like bold or something. Let me actually pull up the other. Should have pulled up earlier. It's a very. I honestly, it's kind of a shady reference, but it's a reference nonetheless. If I actually remember where I put it. Steam apps, common. I think if I recall correctly, it was just. Not there. Faces. Ah, here we go. Let me just check to see if... Unless I'm mistaken. No, apparently Wriggle is in a separate sprite sheet compared to everybody else. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oh wait, I thought for the okay, just seeing the portrait itself, I thought for the long no, I haven't. I was actually considering drawing her, but I can actually do it. I never realized. I thought Rigo was doing like a thumbs up. No, Rigo is doing like the cool, like the rock hands, like cool, bro. That kind of that. Okay, yeah. I don't really. It's very silly. I need, actually, what I could do is partially, just kind of Photoshop the limbs that I want to move around, like, move about to be in a better position. Like, this one being a bit more angled that way. The thing is, there's like characters I know of, but I can never remember their name. Like they're always their names are always on the tip of my tongue. One example being as you Kine, or you know, the stage 3 perishable night boss. That's one of the that's like one of the characters that I can never remember the name of until I actually that, or I get it like mixed up with some name that isn't even relevant to Touhou. I think that I feel like that should actually be like okay, let me actually do a rough sketch of it. Yeah, I think actually no, it's more of like a wide stance I want to go for. Krita. It's free, open source, and it's genuinely just awesome. Okay, I definitely did like the canvas way too small for. Krita's one that I've been using for years, so it's one that honestly it's my go-to. I've heard of another one called Fire Alpaca. I'm not sure about that one. There's a bit of irony, but a bit of a story here. In my older videos for the thumbnail, if I recall correctly, I used GIMP. Of all software, I used fucking GIMP. Don't use GIMP. GIMP is like the most counterintuitive software I've worked with. I'm not the person who would recommend. If there's if there's like an image editing software, one of the software that I would recommend like not in the slightest is GIMP. Is that the? Yeah, that's more of the pose I'm going for. Though the hands themselves would probably be more of like kind of roughly very rough photoshopping moment. Honestly, Krita, despite me using Krita for years, it is, I'd say, like the last software you should use for photoshopping or just image editing in general. Though it definitely has the tools to do it. It's not one I would recommend using for Photoshop. I also note that this software I used instead of whatever they gave in college. They forced us to use Photoshop. Nah, I use Krita. You can't. I'm someone that no matter what you can't. I will never be. You can't make me use Photoshop. I will never touch Photoshop with a 10-foot pole. If you tell me to use Photoshop, I will use Krita or something else. Awesome. Wise words of wisdom. I don't know. Anyways, hello. I need to get this pose. I need to get this pose right if I want to do this. I am not. I am purely English, so I want to get this arm. Fudge! It happened. It was bound to happen. Actually, because of the source I'm basing Wriggle on, I think I might just give her a slight bit of photo. I feel like I've heard of that software. Hold on. Definitely feels like a good alternative. Okay, funny thing, for a year, before, I want to say, I don't remember the year I started using Krita, but before that, I used, GIMP for my thumbnails, way before. It was, GIMP, then Photoshop, and then Krita, and I stayed on Krita for, the past, 4 or 5 years, and just not... I am a diehard Krita fan, and I will stay by that statement to the day to the heat death of the universe and the day I die. I will not be moved. Besides, Adobe has ruined their reputation in my eyes, so yeah, good luck convincing me to use the Adobe suite. I think it might be better if I do this and then yeah, I want to slightly, if regular, I want to slightly give them some slight beefiness, not too much, just... I say, like, you know, honestly, I've never actually, like, hello, Zabombi Bunny, is that how it's pronounced? Zbomb, like, English is a language and a half. Actually, no, English is like, it's like a collage of languages plus some of its own work. And also sort of a joke too. Man, I'm always finding. I said I would use the new layer, but like, Alright, alright. How do I go back? Huh. I could, but I was mainly focusing on Touhou requests. But I could do I could do what I like to call a slight detour, where I focus on something that isn't related to what I was planning on doing. So yeah, I could try. Though of course, if it's like. Honestly, I've actually never... Unironically, I've actually never drawn a Sonic character before. I guess if it's an even bigger unironic statement, I have the Sonic Generations modern Sonic plush. However, outside of Mania, I've actually never played any other Sonic games. There's a bit of sad irony to that. And Mania is like the only game I've actually played. Actually no, that's a bit of a lie. I have played like, there was this, at this one museum in our town, there was like this, I guess for a short time, there was this like, history of video games section. And one of the consoles that was set up for people to play was a Sega Genesis or Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course, me being a young person, yeah, I didn't really know how to play. Heck, I didn't know like how to start the game even. Like I guess I was so modern coded that it just didn't appear to me that there was that the Genesis controller had a start button. You press the start button, and I didn't, and I... Alright. Alright. Well, now that I'm an actual, like, I guess an average hardcore gamer, if that's the best way I could put it, I'd say that if a game doesn't have, like, a press any button prompt, oh god, my stream bitrate is going to, what do you mean I dropped frames? I'm sorry. What? Okay, that's... Why does this always happen like every stream? I look away for a good while and then I see that I've dropped like frames. It's yeah, I can give it a try. You know what? Making room on here. And you know what? Because this is more of a general kind of thing, I'm putting on some more I guess a general music. Okay. That's okay. Am I at the bottom? All right, yeah, hit me. I'm all for it. I mean, nothing's going on, so. But I mean, nothing's happening until my buddy comes online. We'll be then doing some DRG, Deep Rock Galactic, later, maybe. I don't know. That might be something to save for. That might be something that's saved for the weekend. Actually, where's my where is the ethereal breaks. Here we go. Always good to have this on. And actually, I should probably if this is the case, I should probably also do this on the Twitch side of things. Actually, it should be fine, I guess. I mean, it's a one-off thing, so why the hell? I just. Alright, I need to blow it up on. Okay, hold on, let me. Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, I can work with this. My Alright. Yep, okay. My suggestion is that, when it comes to the wrist stuff, don't articulate with the wrist, try and move your arm. Don't try and keep wrist movement to a minimum. It's something that I'm trying to break. It's a habit I'm trying to break as well because I'm realizing that I mean, I'm 20, so I won't search it up anyways because I don't want to really know what. Yeah. Uh. So the character. Alright, I can see I can see about doing that. It's definitely a little bit of a much because I'm not too okay. Well, let's see. I'm not used to foreshort. So I mean I can't deny the offer. It's I like how all my art streams have consisted of at least one thing, have one thing in common, and that's the fact that all of them have had me draw something that isn't Touhou related, in like pretty much most cases. Okay, yeah, it's like sort of a mishmash between the two. I think I might I think I might just do the I think I might just take the one request of drawing Bomber Rouge, because to me it feels like there's two. Because it feels like there's two requests, so I might just. My main focus was trying to draw Regal, so I'll focus on like doing me. I could probably do the two, but it's definitely the characters I'm not used to drawing. And I also want to kind of experiment too, so I can take up the request on drawing the character, but I probably might not do the pose requested. If that's fine, of course. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I think I might actually. Yeah, okay, so. I think I might actually try having the ears be a bit. Like a bit slightly lowered. I don't know. It's like with like Rouge in the official works is like very vast, but when you get to Rouge in like the fan works and such, it's just like, mommy, sorry. it's there's a very big contrast from what I can tell. It's honestly it's straight, but. It's honestly something I've kind of accepted. I might also have like I might have the ears droop a little at the end. Okay, that is. Oh, I don't like the. No, drawing circular squares. I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's more just tedious, I guess. I needed to rotate these. I'm gonna shimmy them. There we go. That's better. Keep going. I'm going to actually shuffle that down. Hello, Lady Goo. These are like I think I actually kind of Okay, I actually have the idea for the pose. It's more of like it's more so of a leaning kind of. It's a leaning kind of pose that I kind of want to go for. So the one time skew comes in handy when you need to shuffle, when you need to shimmy a character. Maybe it's. Just Men in Black memory wipe. Yeah, I know the Dizzy pose was requested, but let me cook with this. I honestly once I'm on a roll, I'm very much on a roll. You know, as they say, the king's chariot cannot be stopped. Well, that's kind of the same with me. I cannot be stopped once I'm on a roll. Once I have an idea, I'm going, and well, I'm just going. So do bear that in mind. I need to like. Actually, I kind of want to have like. There's like sort of like a with this perspective, sort of like this kind of hip position. Yeah, it's like putting a bit more weight into one side. So like. Huh. I don't know. I don't think if it's like. Okay, hold on. I might have to. I guess it's fine, but like... Alright, buddy, you've asked for it. Okay, hold on. There's some unneeded justice I must do. Get out of here. Be gone! Anyways, bot moment. Alright, where was... yeah, right. Damn it. I might actually need... That's my F key. I need to hit my G key to group. Wait, hold on. Is those our toys, Is this our toys a Roblox game? Just so we're on the same page here. Okay, yeah, okay, we're on the same. I thought it was some like to at first glance without any context, the way you were putting it made me think it was some kind of hentai game. Like there was a lack of context there, and I was thinking like, why shouldn't I search it? Is this some kind of restricted like, not like stuff that's so like it. The lack of context was so severe. I thought it was way worse. Oh, I'm just talking with the person on the YT side of things. I'm streaming on 2 platforms. Just cause I need to like, that feels fine. Yeah, I think I want to actually have like her kind of like sort of like, I guess, leaning over. As for the pose itself, I kind of want... I have my own idea for how I want this to look in terms of cute. I can still have both of them in it, but my thought process is that like I have Amy sitting like. I actually should probably have actually, yeah, I think I need to extend. I need to have like that extended a bit more. I also need to have like the body, or rather the top part of the torso kind of, I guess slanted a bit more. With the exception of the head. This is like the first time I've actually used a significant skewing to get a position of a body I need. So my thought process was like, we have Bomb, we have Bomb, Amy, and then we have Rouge. Like sort of having the arms. So my thought, then we have Rouge, like having the arms resting, like when you have like it's not like it's like not arms like it's arms crossed, but it's on. Okay. I might actually try with a different style. I'm usually one to give opportunities to putting a twist on things. I think I might. In most cases, I'll try this for now, and let me look at the references. Okay, yeah. Okay, the perspective here is a bit too straightforward. I want to have it be kind of like the, I think I need to have more of like a, in the best way I can explain it, like, sort of like this perspective rather than a more downwards facing. To give this sort of, Dom energy I wanted to go for. Although I have a bit of a queue, but sure. Go ahead. Maybe there was a reason why it got taken down. I don't know. God, thinking about it now, the YouTube and Twitch are like two completely different animals, in the best way I could put it. Yeah, I can do it. I can still, yeah, I can do that still. Yeah, I know. Rouge definitely has like an antithesis with my usual character design because I do not usually draw characters that have like makeup or something that have makeup. It's something that very much is a, I guess it is a design antithesis. Of course, this is because this is Rouge they're talking about. I usually tend to exasperate features. So of course I'm gonna draw with giant honkaroos. Why wouldn't I? I mean, I don't think anybody here has actually seen some of my character designs, but I mean, my PNG tuber. If my PNG tuber has anything to say about it, I mean, considering the bomb theming for the hair and for like I guess the hair and such, I would actually do something more like a sort of like a I guess a very short, a very like a mix between the ballerina bud and a very short like a partial like a sparking fuse of sorts. Like it would be something like that. I think it would also be slightly. I think it would also be adjusted slightly upwards too. Just cause. Actually, I'll keep it like that, but I'll focus on getting the I'll focus on getting the Amy sketch. Uh. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. Honestly, it makes sense to it honestly makes sense now. If it's one thing you should know about me, I am absolutely terrible with knowing my 3D space. In most cases. Gonna shrink that. Actually, I can use the head for Rouge as a sort of basis for what I need. There we go. Sort of having it like can I have the Hmm. Yeah, I mean from looking at the design, I can definitely see that it's a combination because like I'm not entirely unfamiliar with. Okay, you know, never mind about never mind about that. Kind of want a bit of a slouch, a bit of a slouch. And then sort of want this to go more towards the camera, and then kind of do that. Of course, I also need to consider the fact that the bomb is also there too. So I will get the do this, and I'm going to like, take that and then transform it to be a bit more. Not. Is it better if it's? No, I think it was better if it was like skewed that way, and then like that. Deselect. And then like have the bomb, and then have like the bomb, and have the bomb here. This is the idea I'm going for. All right, what are our thoughts on this posing, on this rough posing? Okay, I know for a fact that I drew Amy a little bit short, but I can adjust that. Yeah, that's kind of that's the idea. That's kind of the idea I'm going for, to kind of. Of course, it's Rouge's fun because there would be the kiss mark and whatnot. If I like adjust, I need to be a bit more upwards, but then have the bomb be a bit more lower to the ground, because I know for a fact that 3D is that there's a 3D volume known as the ass. Yeah, so haven't dropped frames, which is good. I guess to make up for the height, perhaps? Yeah, I can sort of see that. Yeah. Alright, so I guess that benefits. Yeah, I mean, if it makes up for the height, issue, then yeah, I'm all for it. That's not what I want. I want to instead do that. Then I just draw. Then I drop. Yeah, let me actually pull up the damage real quick. Oh wait, that was the end. That was the end of that playlist. Oh, okay. Onwards to the next one. Uh, let's see. Again, this is also like a first. This is honestly a lot of. There's a whole lot of firsts happening in this stream. I'm realizing just how much my typical character. Uh, ah. I don't know. There's already a lot going on with there's already a lot going on with the request, so I don't want to. I kind of like Amy sitting on top of the bomb. It it gives a sort of it gives a dynamic I like. So, while I do like the idea, I think I honestly it's also a good way for me to practice just having more dynamic posing with just environmental objects because the, I guess having the bomb being between the legs is nice. I think having the bomb having Amy sit on the bomb allows me allows to figure out. It basically turns it into a puzzle. Is what I'm trying to say. I think maybe if I also just have like. I see, okay, so it's... So it's the characters of... Yeah, that checks out pretty... That checks out pretty much. Not gonna do the... Not gonna do the script just yet. I also want to have it be a bit more like this, and then like smart. Also foreshortening, because foreshortening I've always is another thing that I've also just struggled with a lot. How are yeah, so usually there's a lot of designs actually, but I think I might go with the one that I might go with the how are the bombs used? Okay, yeah. That checks out for the bomb design. I think having it here and then having like actually the fuse is a bit more I like that. Maybe. Honestly, I have the idea already set out, so I'm going to that's what I'm going to entirely focus on. Because now that I have now that I see the vision, I have it, the vision is clear as day. So that's what I'm going to focus on now. I appreciate the ideas though. They are helpful. This is definitely the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely I have it's very the whole thing is laid out for me. It's very clear what I want to do with this. So it's all green light from there. I kind of want the arms to actually kind of. So I want the arms to sort of cross, like, not like completely overlay, but kind of just be more of. Like there. Like, this is the kind of arm cross this is the kind of this is more of an arm rest I was talking about. maybe, maybe. Again, it's already like it's already pretty busy around here, so it's hard it's hard for me to work with if in busy in like areas that have a lot of detail because well, just in the case of like liner and such, it's just like that's kind of what I was thinking. I was very much thinking of Boop hat. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that. I'm just gonna get it right. Oh, I thought that. I thought that. Oh, I completely misread that. Whatever. It's what I'm going with now, and there's no and there's honestly no. You can't. Once I get the idea, you can't stop me. Yeah, it's usually like very thick lines, and of course, I gotta check to see. Okay, yes. I think it would be like the top of the heart would be more like upwards of something. My question is, I think it depends on the artist, but it's either like the heart is either drawn as a stiff as like a stiff as like either stiff as like yeah, in most cases it's like either drawn as like a stiff is like a plate, or it's like a more, I guess, how would I put, like, it's like it's either drawn like stiff as a board, or it's like, you know, the equivalent of like rubber, like the stuff used in like rubber boots and whatnot, and not like silicone and like latex or anything, but like, you know, waterproof rubber or something. Actually, I think that's literally just called rubber. I think I need to actually make Rouge a bit taller. I mean, I mean, after all, why shouldn't I? Yeah, it's for this one, unless I were to actually go for it, I think I might have to stick with the malleable heart rather than a stiff one. I don't see definitely working out too well. I'm going to have to go back and redo it. I do not like how this is. I do not like how that is. What matters is that in the end I am trying. That's what really matters to me, is that I'm trying. Sad face. Listen, it's not my fault I'm drawing a character that I've never drawn before, and I'm drawing them really, I don't know what's the word, like, I'm very much philanderizing the character. What are my buddies online? You do this live an hour. Rook. I'm just going to send Rook. I to my friend group. I just sent. That's all I sent. I just said, not the emoji, just Rook. I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to go about the. Actually, no, I do. I'm going to have one hand like on hip, one hand on hip, and the other just kind of over top of the breast. Like, actually, no. You know what? Yeah, I just. I'll put that off to the side. How long have... My friend replied with rock, so I just, followed up with stone. The hand should probably be more of like, yeah, this makes more sense. The hand, like, which way? I mean, I was about to say this is just improv, but isn't all art just kind of improv to begin with? That needs to be, that actually needs, that arm, especially the forearm, needs to be like, needs to have the back, needs to be more like, needs to be more like that. Either that, or I have the arm kinda go a bit, like, go backwards and then come forwards. That's more like it. Because it keeps it like it keeps it within a more reasonable, I guess, vault, like a more like it would be more reasonable for a person to be okay. And that no, I in fact made it worse because I very much did not foreshorten it. Wait, that I didn't. That's not. That is not how it. That doesn't feel like a realistic. That doesn't feel like a realistic enough arm bend. So I'm going to stick it and then. So I think it would be more like. No, it would be more like distant. And then it's like. I'm trying to figure this out as someone who sucks with depth perception. Again, yeah, that's like the best I could. That's the best I can pull up with. Eh. Oh, right. Rouge has wings too, so I gotta draw those. Ah. I think I might just do like the just the sort of kind of like folded, like partially folded one. Actually, no. I mean, to me, it makes sense to me. Like, I kind of preferred the. How did I do the? Right. Oh, I got. Give me a second. Actually, no, I do know what. Ah, yeah, okay. This is not what honestly, this is not what I was expecting to actually end up drawing on stream, but so be it. Why is it always like, I plan on drawing characters from the ToM project, and I ended up drawing something completely different. Last, like, a few streams ago, it was Pokemon, and now it's Sonic. I mean, fair. I can see that. I mostly prefer characters that, when it comes to animals, and such, the most case if it's a mammal of some kind, I prefer drawing like them very fluffy unless otherwise. That's fine. My streams are if it's not an art stream, then it's usually like it's a tumbleweed. Western tumbleweed is the best way I can describe non-art streams. Also, usually the case with art streams that happen within the work hours, 9 to 5 and the like. By all means, you're all fine. You're all good. Actually, my other question is, do you happen to have like a Twitter or a Blue Sky? Because I give people full permission to post stuff that I make for them. If I don't post it myself first. That or just any social media site. I guess if anything else, if I'm posting it myself, is it is it best kept anonymous, or is it? I guess a proper questioning should be handle or. I'm the same. I have not touched my Twitter in months, but I do use I am active on Blue Sky. Have I seriously almost burned through 2 playlists? Damn. I mean, even if you don't use it often, I guess it would be nice to at least, like, I guess, credit the person who requested it. Of course, the other option is just be kept anonymous. That or instead of linking anything else, I just link the Twitch handle. Okay. Of course, it's not truly anonymous because these are VODs that are saved to my on YouTube. So, but yeah, I can keep it anonymous. That I can promise. I mean, I don't. Who knows? Maybe there might be a super fan or something that on you, super fan of mine on YouTube that like watches all my VODs and finds out who is the one who requested. Yeah. I mean, and that's of course fair. Actually, no. I think I prefer the slightly open. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, that worked. We have like the frost eyes be a bit more. Actually, no. I think they were like in the right position. Yeah. Hello, Drowberry. How are we doing on this fine? How are we doing on this fine evening? Okay, no, the bubbles indicate intoxicated, which is not really what I want to go for. I want to go for just. Yeah, I saw in the toy house. Neat. They are neat. Yeah, there wouldn't. No, there's not enough for the space that I have in terms of character positioning. There isn't really the space to do it. So, yeah, that's there's a subtle. Probably going to end the stream. Probably going to end the stream soon, and then like continue tomorrow. Cause I usually prefer doing these in like short bursts. So I could drawing for me takes a decent while. Uh, Sure, I might take an eternity on some things, but I eventually do get them done. Give or take several delays, but they get done. I see. So it's mitts. Okay, that makes my job easier by a factor of 10. Doesn't really change much because mitts are what if I don't feel like drawing hands, mitts are always my go-to. When in doubt, mittens. Can't draw hands? Mittens. It really is that simple. That wrist could be thinned down a little. Hmm. Though if I actually want to lock it on what I'm trying to go for, which is the Touhou characters, then I should probably, like... Honestly, at this rate, I might as well start doing... At this rate, I might as well start doing commissions. If I'm getting a lot of art requests, I might as well look into getting commissions set up in some way, shape, or form. I would also like to actually clean this up slightly, so it's fine. Yeah, it would actually be... Uh... A little bit scuffed near the end, but did I miss? I did miss one thing. I'm going to quickly just seeing if I missed, if there was like anything I technically missed with it, or if we're good to. No, I think we're good in terms. I can actually. All right. Yep. That looks to be a finished sketch. So. Actually, I will do that on a separate later. Don't worry. The other sketch will be fine. All right. I'm gonna have to call the stream. I'm gonna have to call the stream there. I might have to put a rule set because, yeah. Okay. I might have to actually specify next time. In any case, okay. That'll be all. That's all for tonight. See you guys in the next one.